Here's what's going on with the pond build. The last couple days, we had this hole dug out so we can get ready to build our koi pond in here. Over a day and a half, this is the amount of water that's accumulated from underground, which is coming down from that hillside back up there. We've always had that problem with this water being all around here, you know, it's just too much. So I don't know if you've seen our videos, you know that we just put in a French drain back here, but you know, we have two French drains running alongside here, one right in front of the wall and one about 6-7 feet in front of the wall. The problem is the French drains aren't deep enough. We're about 3 feet down at the lowest point there, and having 3 feet, it's just not enough to tie into the existing drains that are not very deep at the next to the house level. So recently we went ahead and put that French drain in, and all the water that's being collected from there is being routed to this sump tank. And from this sump tank, we have the water. Originally, I was gonna pump this water. Back into our into. See that? So as the water comes in and accumulates, the float moves up. Once the float reaches a certain designated spot, the pump turns on and it pumps into my drain pipe for now, which is just temporary. So now, as it turns out, I don't want all this water sitting underneath the rubber mat for the pond. It's just gonna sit there. It's gonna sit there for ages, and it's just gonna rot. So to remedy this, what I've decided to do is dig a trench somewhere in this vicinity, preferably up there, but you know, what can you do? It's not exactly the most favorable conditions that we have. Well, I might still put it up there and just do it French drain all the way down underneath this way and just come around. And now I've decided to maybe place the sump tank in here, route that water line through this trench all the way down into this sump tank, tie it into the pipe that's being French drained from there to here, and then tie that in to the sump tank. Now the sump tank's gonna have to be about 6 feet down. So it's a significant amount of distance from the above ground level in order to get this water into the sump tank. So the tank's got to be lower than that, otherwise gravity won't work with me here. So it's got to be positioned super low, enough to fall in and not be able to climb out apparently, and then have this pipe be routed into there, and then from that sump tank we'll route that line, pump it into a water tank that's going to go back behind there, and then from the water tank a float valve will control the amount of water level in the tank, and so that's going to be controlled via water tank down that way, and it's just going to be gravity fed. Unfortunately, I don't think the pond's going to waste this much water. This is a lot of water, and a lot of water from there. There's no way the pond is going to evaporate that much water in time enough to be able to, you know, I'm going to have plenty of water basically. It's going to be free water galore. So the next thing I've decided to do is I have decided to route this line to a few tanks instead of just one. We're going to be probably putting maybe 2 or even 3 tanks down in here to accommodate for the water flow in here, and then every day that water flow is going to be pumped while the sprinkler is on. Try and push that water at 65 psi's, and then we'll go ahead and try and water the lawns and everything else with it. It might be good for a drip system, since it's going to run off low pressure and we won't have to work too much of it. But this has turned into a huge project. All the drain system and everything else, this, you know, in reality, at the end of the day, this is easily a $20,000 job. So that's where we're at. We'll get you updated later. All right, chills.